Mr. Mark, will you stop shaking it?
I will try and stop shaking.
Yes, I mean, I think you can. I think it's coming to a halt now. Okay, and it's stopped. That's good. Hi, Mr. Mark, hello.
Good morning, Elliot.
I want to keep saying Happy New Year because it's been a year and it is quite happy and everything. And has it been good for you already?
It's been good, although obviously we have lost a great this week.
Have we?
Yeah.
What, for getting rid of cheese?
No.
What do you mean?
The great man, yeah.
Oh, what?
DB.
Oh, right. Who's that then? Daniel Banks. It's a friend of mine. It's a real person, ladies and gentlemen. Are you referring to the great, late, and possibly irate David Bowie, who's probably even himself he's fed up with, yes, I was great, please stop talking about me.
Which is, well, I think this morning we're going to take a bit of a sideways tribute. Can you have a sideways tribute?
I think you can do a sideways tribute,
yeah,
like a crab.
I'd like to think wherever he is now looking down us that he'll take it in the spirit that it's meant.
Yes. I like. Is that for our lawyers or other people's lawyers going, yeah, this is just a joke and it's fine and we can say these things?
Absolutely. It's what he would have wanted, you know. We're kind of experimenting with the medium.
Yeah, by sort of going towards
and the small
jokes.
And the large, yes. Experimenting with the medium and the small and the large.
And little and large. We are the little and large of comedy.
Well,
okay, so what have you got there? What is that you're showing me?
Well, rather than my Fab 4 facts, and I know it'll disappoint the fans of my Fab 4
Sorry,
facts.
listener.
Yes. I've got something slightly different this week, for obvious reasons. We've got Battle of the Davids, because obviously...
Mr. Cameron? Fighting himself?
No. You know, there's been a lot of coverage saying that, you know, David Bowie...
we can say his name now.
We can say his name now.
David Bowie.
When I was a kid, I always thought it was Bowie. So
it annoys me when people do this. Years and years. You know, people go, I'm going to go and see Star Wars.
It was 5 years.
David
what a surprise.
Bowie?
Or was it the golden years? Yes. And obviously a lot of people are claiming, you know, David Bowie as the greatest ever rock and roll David. But, you know, I've done a bit of research. It's amazing what you can learn on Wikipedia, that there's actually a challenger to that crown. And that I'm going to... suggest that in fact the greatest ever rock and roll David is David Van Day. One the male half, we think, of Dollar.
But is he the guy who got the copyright of Bucks Fizz and now claims to be part of Bucks Fizz, which he isn't? Or have I just spoiled something for you?
I was just going to say that's my I've got the wrong piece of paper. No, I haven't.
Yes. Okay. You'll have to improvise this.
Okay, round one.
In
the Battle of the Davids. Mm-hmm. Yes. Number of names. Yeah.
Yep.
David Bowie. I mean, he changed his name from David Jones to avoid confusion with Corporal Jones on Dad's Army.
Yeah, don't panic.
Don't panic. But it's still two names, yeah? David Van Day. I mean, straight away, he's got three names.
He's got three names.
How rock and roll is that?
What, Van's a name now, is it? I thought it was just something you drove around
David Van Day.
Okay.
Now, forming a duo, yeah? As far back as 1977, having... left Guys and Dolls, a six-piece harmony group.
Yes.
David Van Day formed a duo, and Bowie didn't get around to doing anything of a duo nature till a couple of years later with Bing Crosby
and the Pet Shop Boys
and
and Tina Turner.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm not a fan.
It was much later. He just copied Van Day as far as I can see. He's not
up to Van Day's standard, is he?
No. Okay, and Mick Jagger in 1985.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, on round two,
and
forming a duo.
Freddie Mercury. Queen thing.
Yeah, well, that wasn't really a proper duo, was it? Because there was four people in Queen.
You're right.
Actually, that was a sort of quintet.
So where do we get to?
So we've had a number of names.
Okay.
David Van Day ahead on points with an extra name.
So we're on round two now.
Round two, forming a duo.
Yeah.
Van Day did it as far back as 1977, and Bowie didn't do it till, was it 78? He got together with Bing Crosby.
I'm thinking that's like 78. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
And then, you know, round three. Can you
round
do the voice?
Three.
Round three. Mobile food businesses.
Okay.
You know, this is where
but
he's
Bowie's Hot Pies. That didn't happen.
I mean,
did it? No.
Marvin Gaye lived in a bread van before recording his seminal
Watching
comeback
the boats
album,
coming in and going out again.
Midnight Love.
Yeah.
But then David Van Day had his own burger van in Brighton. And where was Bowie? You know, there were rumours of a fruit and veg stall in Manhattan.
Where were the spiders? They were serving people with hot dogs and hamburgers. They weren't.
Absolutely,
no.
Yeah. Although he did briefly have a garden centre, didn't he, Bowie? But I remember going in there, and it was £30 for a gnome. He's having a laugh.
Okay, I paused to wait for a joke to arrive.
And he's still
waiting.
pausing, yeah.
No. I was
So
trying to
there
think
you
of
go.
it. Yeah.
So I know it's controversial, but I think in the Battle of the Rock and Roll Davids, it's Van Day 3, Bowie 0.
Wow, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, forget about David Bowie. David Van Day is the future and the past of rock and indeed roll.